This week on the Hoover Boys.
So this is why we're not live digging a whole lot right here. There's these little aluminum balls, and Muck said this sounded just like one of them.
It did.
Beautiful morning, and if you haven't seen this skyline before, this is the place we call the Hammered Silver Field. Today's episode is going to be a little bit different. I'm standing right here where there's a massive iron patch. There's big iron in there, and the last couple times we were here, we were digging signals, digging out the big iron, getting down a few feet, and finding really early buttons, other relics, and other desirables. So today, Mark and myself are gonna come in here with some smaller coils, dig down, scrape a little bit, detect, maybe try and get into a trash pit. We're gonna see where the day leads us, but it's definitely gonna be something a little different and something really cool. Hopefully we stumble upon some bottles, some old relics, some coins. You never know. There's a really early site, and we're gonna have some fun trying to save some history. Let's get to it. Much saying it looks like I'm digging a well. Well, we just did a little test hole just to see how deep we could go, and we haven't found any bottom yet, and he's probably 2.5, close to 3 feet deep. Bricks, old oyster shells, obviously, yeah, the bones. That's the stuff you look for. You can see the burnt ash. And I just beeped over his tailings, and I was like, oh, there's a 48 signal right here. And that's a 2-piece button, which we haven't seen many of them come out. I'm gonna bring her up to you. It's obviously you're fine because you dug the hole. But nice. You want my brush?
Yeah, please.
It looks like it came out of a
little cruddy
trash pit. That's gonna be your shank side.
Yep.
Actually, it looks kind of old. Definitely has some sort of design on there. What? Hopefully we'll find out shortly.
Anything?
Something on there.
I see something on it.
Doesn't look like anything military.
No, it looks
definitely more civilian.
Yeah.
But that's what we're doing today. Finding relics in what we believe is an old trash pit. Could just be the old foundation that they filled in on the side of the field here, but there's obviously all the right indications.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so what I've decided is pick an area. There's the hole he just pulled that button out of, so pretty close to that. I'm just scraping off, you know, a layer, throwing it over there, beeping that tailings, and then beeping this, and then scraping again. You can see all the brick, and actually it looks like pottery right there. Brick, pottery, ash stains, all that stuff. So this whole area is just littered with this. Alright, so you can see how the color is kind of lighter, like clay looking there, compared to the darker looking soil there. I think this is the pit here, and it comes up over here, because I'm just getting little bits of iron. He's got a, what was a 70 on my machine. Oh, what was it on your machine? Is that a copper?
Yeah, it could be.
I wonder how deep that came out of.
All the way down by the iron.
Yeah, he just pulled did another hole over here.
3 feet down.
That looks copperish. There you go.
That feels like a copper.
It does feel like a copper.
I think it is.
Unbelievable.
It was down in there.
I knew we were gonna find some stuff. Like, it's got fire damage.
Yeah.
It's got fire damage, but no doubt that's a coin, bro. This side over here, might get some details off of. It's a lot smoother. Oh no, we're gonna give this coin some tender loving care.
How about that?
How about that? Good job. I mean, you find a coin over 2 feet deep, you know there's more. Yeah. This is wild.
It's crazy.
It is crazy. That came out of the slop all the way at the bottom of the hole too. That's why this side's all corroded up, pitted looking, because it's been sitting down there in the moisture. Definitely a really early coin, most likely an old British coin, old British copper coin, halfpenny of some sort. But so I'm probably gonna stray away from this side and just help him open up a big hole over here, and hopefully there's more desirables in there. Congratulations. You got coins and buttons.
How about that?
I got a little piece of lead, and
yeah, man.
I did find a Let me get this out of my sack. Little clay pipe stem. So hopefully, I mean, there's got to be some bowls in here, some clay pipe bowls. So I got my hole filled back in. While I was doing that, Mark's working on it. Oh, that was at the bottom of the hole.
That's a big hoe.
That was underneath of the coin he just pulled out.
That's a big old hoe.
That is a big hoe. But it doesn't even look broken. I wonder why they junked it.
Yeah, it doesn't look broken.
I mean, obviously, we found a whole bunch of hose in here last time. Hose and axe pieces and stuff, so
yeah.
Had to be a trash pit. Ooh. This is gonna get interesting. That was a deep, big hoe. Alright, well, we're making some progress. We're digging down. We've gotten to a softer layer, and we're pulling out some old pottery and stuff. Well, this is a horse bit. It would go in the horse's mouth. This looks like some early pottery there. Most of a plate. Well, 2 pieces of the same plate. That looks early, and it's pulled out. Oh, my machine's shadowing. That's a pewter button. That there is the early stuff. So that was all the way down there. No way you're gonna hear this with a metal detector. That's why we're digging a huge hole, seeing what's at the bottom. Hopefully there's a whole bottle down there, or
yeah,
something really cool. I mean, we already got a coin out here, which is really cool. This is definitely some back-breaking work, though. We're just sort of taking turns with the spade and beeping the tailings and seeing where the day takes us.
Need to borrow a loader.
Yeah, we need a loader. So here's where we are right here. You can just see the layers just change into this really dark, softer soil with bone and pottery. This is what you want to look for right here, that ash layer. Now what I'm going to do here is just start scraping at the wall. And actually, what's that? More bone. Start scraping at the wall and see what falls out. Because this is where your desirables are going to hide. This is definitely a trash pit here. Definitely an old pit. We don't have a screen, so we can't sift this. But that's why I'm going slow with the shovel now. Just see if I can find things that aren't metal. And once we move all this dirt, we'll beep over it with the metal detectors. Can't flip out like a silver dollar or 8 reals right now. Alright, so I'm scraping the wall and then throwing the dirt up here. Mark says there's a button signal over here. We haven't seen it yet. Oh, it's a piece of shoe buckle. It's funny because when I was scraping the wall there,
You said something about a shoe buckle.
yeah, I was like, I can't wait to flip out a shoe buckle. A little piece of a shoe buckle, looks like it was fancy.
Yeah.
But I haven't done this in a while. This is cool. This is really cool. You don't never know what's going to come out of these old pits.
Oh yeah.
Never know. Alright, so at least on this side, got down a really hard packed sand. That there's the bottom. And we just follow the dark soil as far as you can go. So you can see how the pit sort of runs this way. And I'm sure it's all over here too, but that's, once you hit the hard, that's the bottom. We have a lot more scraping to do though. That's a reenactment of what I just did. It's a button right there. Beeping 48. It's got to be a button. Beeping like a tom back, but it's looking like a brass button. It had an iron shank. Just a thin brass button. Actually, that could be tom back. Alright. That was down there deep. So, it's my time to jump in the hole and do some scraping. Before I did, I wanted to see if I heard any non-ferrous, and something right there, so let's go get her. There's a mid-tone 5860. Hoping for another button. Did I just lose
Dropped
it? Alright, well, let's get the big beep stick back out. Excuse me. Ooh, is that it? Oh, it's the rest of that shoe buckle.
Nice.
It's definitely most of it. Let's go see if that lines up.
Go see if it lines up.
We're missing another piece, but could have been a real short one. Either that or we're missing a couple pieces here and here.
Yeah.
That may be the majority of it. Could be a bigger knee buckle, but
yeah.
that's our non-ferrous stuff there. Get back to it. Well, my grave's getting bigger. It looks like I'm digging with some of the stuff. Pipe stem that leads up to the bowl. Haven't found a bowl yet. Did pull out a big chunk of thick glass bottle. Really early stuff. And I just pulled out this. Looks like a little tomback. Oh, someone's gonna pop clean and be a fancy one. Definitely a little tomback button. Mark's just beeping around me, working the iron with his machine. Boop. So I just cleared my tailings. I got a signal over there, and Mark pulled this out of my tailings. Look at the shank on that joker. That is incredible. Old lead button. Talk about some early stuff. But I'm gonna set that on my glove. We're gonna go in here and try to extract this live. Oh, set it down on some iron somewhere over here. Oh, is that it? Okay, apparently that's it. No clue what that was off of. All right, well, we got a big button. All right, that needs to end. I don't know. It looks like a claw or something. What in the what the heck? Is that a tusk? Like a pig tusk, man? I bet it's a boar tusk.
It's a hog tusk.
Oh, of a hog.
Yeah. See the hollow end on it?
Yeah. I was like, what the crap is that? So I guess we're digging up pig bones here. Oh man, that was weird. Like, what is that thing? That's different and cool. All right, back at it. We just had some lunch, and I did a huge loop out in the field. Got a musket ball and a little pewter button walking back up here. That's all I had to show for it. Muck's been working at the pit, and he's been working hard. And let's see what he's got. Some more clay pottery. Looks like a little pony shoe. Some more bones. There's a jawbone there. There's some teepees. Iron. Another hoe. You got some buttons. See a big broken tom back there. There's some pewter there. There's another big shank pewter button. Awesome. Alright, I guess, is it my turn to get deep in that hole?
Yeah, man.
Whew, this really takes it out of you. My shoulder's killing me for some reason. But I'm gonna go over my my scrape job. Pile of bones. This is like a big old antler for a deer. Looks massive. Bunch of clay pipe pieces. Haven't found a complete bowl yet. That's the most of one. And some glass and a little piece of buckle frame. Whew. I'm down there. And there's definitely a lot of hoes around here. Another hoe for the pile. Alright, I still got to beat my tailings though, so there might be some more buttons and stuff in here. Hunk of iron. Well, I beeped all my tailings and cleaned up the hole a little bit. Found some more clay pipe stem and maybe the top of a little fancy two-piece, silver washed of some sort. But the muck's back. What you got, Muck? Oh, you got an early little buckle.
Yeah, little buckle piece.
And drawer pull. You got some musket ball. Oh, you got a nice little cuff link. Beautiful little cuff link.
Fancy little, almost, I'm not sure what's got fancy on it.
Yeah.
It's
I don't know what you have there.
Off a toy gun, but
you see a thimble in there and some lead and holy cow!
Yeah, right.
Is that a jail key?
How you like that tooth? Hey, Bob.
Wow, that had to be a banger. Oh,
yeah, it's huge.
Just dropped my little button. There it is. I have to slip right between. That is a massive key.
Yeah, man. I got one at home just like it.
What do you think it was to?
I don't know.
A treasure chest.
Yeah, a big one.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
I might make my my way out there and do a loop. I think I'm gonna eat the rest of my lunch. Yeah, eat your lunch. Well, we made the decision to fill the hole in. We've down the bottom and all the sides. So what we're gonna do is what Mark's already started doing, collapse the walls down because we dug them all up under there, collapse them down and then fill it in, but we're gonna metal detect it as we collapse. And see if we find anything else. Hopefully it exposes something fun. Part of that buck jaw. Some more clay pipes and found a piece of a scutcheon. And then I was like, oh, hold on, I see something. First I thought it was gonna be a coin, but I think it's gonna be a two-piece button. Just knocking the walls in and finding more stuff. Nothing on it? Come on.
Hey, right.
Doesn't even have a shank. It's been neutered. Alright, another button for the pile. And about 2 hours later, it's all filled back in. My shoulder is on fire. We're gonna go do some metal detecting out in the fields. If we find anything, we'll show it to you. It's nice to at least have a live dig on this video. So we're working part of the field that we've never beat before. I got a thimble over here, and that hole there, it's got a really fancy one-piece button. And Mark just found a coin. It's an episode. Oh, was that a 73?
70 something.
73.
Nice.
The little small date. That's a great date, dude.
Yeah.
Those are not easy to come by. Indian head cent, 1873. Definitely a semi-key date. I think that's one of the years they had the double die Liberty or something like that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we've dug 3 signals in this little area and they've all been good targets. So we're gonna stick around here for a minute or two. Well, unfortunately there was nothing else but trash by the Indian button. We're just doing some zigging and zagging out in the middle of the field, and I may have an old coin here. It sounded like one, but we haven't found anything on this side of the farm. It is. It absolutely is. That's all I wanted today, was one nice old coin. And that did it. Right there. It was low 80s, so it could be anything. Well, unfortunately, this side is toast. But we have an ID. It's a matron head large cent. Check that out. Nice early United States large cent. Lady Liberty facing to the left. And that's a nice old coin. Exactly what the doctor ordered. We don't have a ton of time left and it should start snowing soon. I'm gonna give her a kiss. And if we find anything else, I'll show it to you. So it's Mark's fault that I didn't live dig this, because he told me it was gonna be a piece of trash, because we've been digging some trash in the area of the field we're in right now. It's not trash. What's going on here? That looks like a little half cent or something. Definitely a coin. It was beeping 82. Oh yeah, that's a half cent. Has some meat. Has some details. Looks like farm field details so far. Well, unfortunately, I don't see any details on this coin. Maybe we can sidelight it later, but it might be bigger than a half cent. It might be more Virginia halfpenny size, but I don't see much to get a clear ID on it. There might be a bust right there. I don't know. It's a nice early copper of some sort. And here's the size difference from the large cent. So definitely smaller. So this is why we're not live digging a whole lot right here. There's these little aluminum balls, And Muck said this sounded just like one of them.
It did.
And that is a Spanish silver. That is a half real. That is a little silver coin. We're gonna have to whip some food for that.
Yep.
It's getting dark. I didn't think we were gonna whip some food today, bro.
Right on.
Look at us. That's the reverse. If I can get it sharp. That's awesome, man. Way to go.
Is it a globe and pillar?
Nah.
Charles.
It's a bust. Milled bust. Let's give that side some juice too. And go close up.
First one for this year, I believe.
It is. That is the first Spanish we've seen this year. The first Spanish coin. It's got the M over the O over the M, so it's Mexico City Mint. And there's some geese flying over my head. It's a King Charles IV. It's an 1801. Definitely some black staining on this coin. But not bad details wise, man. It's actually very sharp. The luck of the muck.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Good job, brother.
Thanks, man.
That's awesome.
Right on.
It's just about dark out here, and they're calling for a snowstorm tonight, so the geese are flying. We'll be getting out of here shortly. Well, I'm certainly glad we came here and dug that pit today. I'm pretty sure there might be a few more in the same little area, but just to get in one of those pits just to see what was in there was definitely a peace of mind. And then we went metal detecting for a little bit and actually found some coins. Didn't go metal detecting too long. I mean, we got some trash in there. There's all the bones out of the pit. More bones and a horseshoe and some big iron and a bunch of pottery. Some really fancy pottery over here. More jawbone, broken plate, bunch of hose. Like this, there's nothing wrong with this hoe.
We put that hoe back to work.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I don't know why it wasn't. They got discarded. I mean, that one's got a chipped tooth, and that one over there is all busted up. But that's a good looking hoe. Here's the board. Got the boar tusk. There's all of the the pipe stems. My ears are frozen, so I can't think. There's all the little buckles and buttons and stuff that we did get in the pit. And the escutcheon piece, and I guess some of Mark's metal detecting finds over here. A little early buckle and a thimble and some lead. And some small buttons, a little cuff link. There's a copper he pulled out of the pit before we dug the pit. And then the 73 Indian and the little half real there at the end. That was a sight for sore eyes, and I think that might be a Virginia halfpenny, and the matron, the fancy button, and a memorial. All right, time to go. My face is frozen now. It definitely smells and feels like snow out here. So until next time, help clean up the ground, dig it all, and take your trash with you. Why? Because all holes matter. Could be treasure at the bottom of those holes.
Let's see what happens, right?
Yep, asking you shall receive. We have a live diggable signal here. I can't talk. I'm not having a stroke. So it sounded deep. It's like 78 for me.
Yeah, I'm hitting this side.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Try again.
What's going on here?
Try again. Straight there.
Yeah. It's a memorial.
Memorial? Down that deep? It's gotta be at least be a weedy.
Yeah.
I see you have a weedy, fine sir.
Yay.
Wheat sent in the sack.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
Well, we're gonna live dig this one. 8081. Could be a half cent. Could be a 1 real. Oh, 1 real cob. That'd be fun. Place owes me a hammy. It's more 75, which is weird. Unless I dug too deep. I bet I did. There's something right here. It's a small cent. Friggin' memorial way out here next to a large cent. What's going on here?
What's a wheat? Not.
Yeah? Yeah. Guess it's a wheat.
Oh well.
Ooh, a lot of copper on the edge.
Hopefully it ain't one of them little aluminum things.
Yep, you caught it. Those little aluminum balls we find over here. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Usually I find balls of steel, but this is a ball of aluminum. Why don't you turn this thing off?
I don't know. It's making enough noise. Sack.
Oh, in my sack.
I think you pulled a
Start getting
full
too
song.
fancy.